Well, this is the trip to Dortmund ahead of the game. This is a road trip for me, and as you know, one of the sponsors that support my channel is the RRG Group, who have a series of Toyota garages. I'm a big Toyota fan. That's why I got involved with them and why they sponsor me, and I'm making my journey in a Toyota RAV4, which is a hybrid, which is very efficient, fuel efficient, so it keeps the running costs and everything down. So it's been a smooth trip. It's a very enjoyable car to drive, and the journey is just beginning, as here we are at Dover, the White Cliffs originally, ship coming in just a moment, just in behind us, and across we go to Dunkirk, and then on it goes to Germany. So hopefully a good trip ahead. We arrived safely, a lovely smooth journey thanks to my Toyota RAV4, and here we are in Gelsenkirchen at the home of Schalke. Oh, what are you saying? That it should be Dortmund? No, I've got family, and obviously this is my second team, so why would I not come here to the Veltins Arena to my beloved Schalke before I head towards Dortmund? So here we are at the training complex. If you've not seen it, if you've not been here, this is the training complex, and of course that's the stadium currently with the roof closed. Don't worry, I'll be heading to Dortmund soon. For those who've never been to this stadium, this is actually the pitch that they use on match day outside the stadium at the moment, which rolls inside on match day, so it's a multi-purpose stadium. Just thought I'd chuck that in as a little bit of interest for you. Oh, there is one place I've got to visit before I move on, and that's here, Kirchstrasse, because that's where my grandma used to live.
I got on a day trip today, got up at 4 this morning, went to Manchester Airport, flight left at 8, got here about 1 o'clock this afternoon in Dortmund at German time. And yeah, it's nice. I've had a wander around. I've had a couple hours walking around. Came here, sat down for lunch, and it's a nice place. I think out of the three, the Sevilla, Copenhagen, and here, I think the other two have eclipsed this slightly. But it's still a lovely place, and everyone's really friendly. Everyone's really nice. There are a lot of lots of City fans here. I've seen more City fans here than there were in both Copenhagen and Seville. But yeah, it's a nice atmosphere so far, and just look forward to the game.
You're optimistic is City going to do enough to win the group?
Yeah, well, it's only a draw we need, isn't it? So I think as long as we just we dig our heels in, it's obviously renowned as one of the best atmospheres in world football. So it'll be a tough game for the boys today. But I think if we can dig our heels in and get a draw, and then potentially even get a win, then we're through and we're top, aren't we? So happy days there.
I've had a little wander around. There's lots of City fans here. It's real good atmos, you know. Looking forward to the game tonight. Not been here before. Really excited to see it.
You've heard about the yellow wall and all that, won't you?
Absolutely. I mean, what is it, 80,000 fans or something ridiculous? So yeah, really looking forward to that. Not sure how we're going to get there, so I'm hoping you're going to tell me how to get there. Underground, is it? Is that the way we do it? Yeah. And then how are we getting back afterwards, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out for myself. I've driven here, so...
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Well, all the way?
I've got to park somewhere. Yeah.
Can you give us a lift back? Because we're struggling a bit. We're on a train in the middle of nowhere, and they stopped running at about midnight.
Really?
Yeah. So, but no, I've had a good time. Yeah.
Do you think Haaland's going to get a good reception?
I do, actually. We talk about that. I reckon he will. He's the sort of player, he's humble, and I think he's liked. And we were talking about them as a club. You know, they've got a model, haven't they, of players coming and then going and moving on. So I don't think there's any ill feeling. I don't sense that from talking to some of their supporters. So I hope so. Anyway, I hope he gets that trick as well.
I reckon it'll be quite cagey because we're both qualified now, aren't we? So
does it matter about finishing top of the group?
It does, because next round we don't want to finish second and get a buy-in or something. So it matters, but we'll play for a draw tonight. I think it'll be a good occasion, but I don't think we'll go all out for it. I reckon Haaland will start, and then we'll bring him off early, rest him for Leicester at the weekend.
I don't think anybody needs any motivation to play against City. I thought Dortmund were pretty good actually at our ground and possibly a bit unlucky to lose. But they know that they can still win the groups. If they beat us tonight and you get head-to-head records, you don't actually know yet, but let's get the job done tonight. Get some rested at half-time. Don't want to tempt fate saying that. And then we can play some of the other lads in the last game against Seville.
Lots of people watching this, because I know a lot of people ask me is how much the beer cost. Is it expensive here?
Well, we had a lovely place before where it was €5, which is okay because it was nice. Here it's $4.40, but it's not a full pint. It's okay.
So having been here for a few hours, met a fair few Dortmund fans, all super friendly, really welcoming, just really nice, pleased to have people in their town to talk about football, to talk about the place. It's a really nice place to be. Love football in Germany.
Like you'd recommend coming here then?
I would definitely recommend football in Germany. Done it a couple of times, would happily do it again. As Steve says, best place in Europe to go and watch football.
Just need a point, don't we? Take the 0-0. Nah, I don't want 0-0, I'm joking. I need some goals, but I'll take the point in the end. Hope Pep don't do full curveball.
Box the group off, innit? That's the best thing to do. Get it tonight one, smash it. Seville's an easy game then, do you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it.
Do you come on the day trip, or are you doing a longer trip?
No, it's been a long trip. We come yesterday, we stayed in Berlin last night.
Berlin?
And then travelled here on the train today.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm saying we're going for the win. Go for the win tonight. Put the young guns out for the last game of the group, and then give them a bit of experience in Europe, and that will be.
So how much does that lot cost you?
It's not bad, you know, $27.50. Yeah. Could be worse.
Enjoy, lads.
Cheers.
This is my first European game. Love it. First on tour, yeah. Taking it all in. Enjoying our flying there. Great. Love to be a blue. Go on.
Yeah, excited. The stadium's what it is. City away, so yeah, have a few pints, see what happens, Cheesy.
What do you think?
Should be a good game. Big atmosphere. Good game, yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, big atmosphere, good game. Should be a good win.
You're obviously working from the same script here.
Yeah, I mean, the yellow wall's a great atmosphere at the minute, so it's a good game tonight. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we'll stay. We will.
Have you had any impression of the Dortmund fans? Have you spoken to any of them?
Not really, to be honest. I just think 2-0 City, Haaland both.
Fair enough.
I just think it's a nice place, Dortmund. Wanted to come for a while. I think we can get a result, and as long as Haaland scores, come home with something good.
He will score,
yeah. I hope he does. I think he will.
Well, enjoy it.
Thanks, Cheesy. Full of cheesy, lads. Full of cheesy. Thank you.
What do you do with a big Norwegian? What do you do with a big Norwegian? What do you do with a big Norwegian? You can't stop him scoring. Early, Haaland, early, Haaland, early, Haaland. You can't stop him scoring.
Oh man, it's going to be brilliant. I think, one of the best atmospheres I'll ever be to. It'll be brilliant. I just think amazing.
It's not a bad atmosphere here in the square, is it?
It's the square and it's brilliant. I mean, we've done so well to bring so many of us along. 3,000 plus the extra tickets we got. We're going to be brilliant. I think this will be, the club growing under the ownership. It's absolutely brilliant. We're coming on as such a brand. It's just brilliant.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I've never been to this stadium. I'm looking forward to seeing Haaland play. Hopefully, Akanji. Hopefully. I'm going to say 3-1. My prediction for tonight, but we will see.
Yeah. It's a big night for Ilkay Gundogan as well. He used to play for them, didn't he?
Yeah, I love Ilkay. I think last season, and it was birthday yesterday, so hopefully he can produce either a goal or an assist, or just have a fab game as captain. So we'll see.
Are you confident?
Yeah, I'm well confident. I think it's
What you made of Dortmund? Have you looked around it? Or?
Yeah, it's my first time here. Went to the football museum. It was great. Yeah.
before the teams come out for the game, let's hear from somebody who's played for Manchester City and Borussia Dortmund. A bit like the players out there, of course, like Ilkay Gundogan and Akanji and Haaland. Nicholas Jensen, who of course played for Copenhagen, but also in this group in the City. Here's what he had to say in a recent podcast we did, an audio podcast, but here's a video version of it.
Big game for them. They're struggling in the league. They're a big club, big team. Every year, the fans there, they have a big fan base, average 77,000 or something like that in their home games. So every year they are supposed to push Bayern Munich for the title, and for a long time they didn't do that. So this season they got off bad in the league. They're searching a little bit of the way they really want to play. Obviously they were unlucky with the replacement of Haaland, Haller, who unfortunately got cancer. He's on his way back, and everything should be good. So they really miss the quality up front. So they have to rely on some of the other players, especially Royce, obviously, who's the star man. So they really need the success in Champions League. So against City at home, they will definitely go into the game with everything they've got and see if they can exploit that City are already through. And maybe if they sense, okay, we haven't got a lot of things to do here, then they hope that they can get the 3 points. But would be interesting to see the game, obviously.
Anybody edged the first half, it was probably Dortmund. Seeing both Gundogan and Rodri as holding midfielders feels a little bit strange. It seemed to work at Liverpool, but it's holding its own at the moment. So we'll see what the second half brings. I mean, Dortmund had a couple of decent chances. Tough City, so I think it's still a game that could go either way. It looks like City are going to win the group at this stage. It could change, can't it? Let's see what happens in the second half.
Well, I think in the end, both teams were happy with the result. I think first half, Man City had the ball most of the time, but they didn't use it so well. I think it's Dortmund with much more dangers on the counter, but they could not score. Second half, I think Man City got a little more possession. I think with the entry of coming on the pitch of Bernardo Silva helped a lot. Missed penalty. So I mean, first half more for Borussia Dortmund, second half more for Man City. But as I said, in the end, I think both teams can be happy with the result because Man City is first in the group, and Dortmund is also already second. They already both on to the last 16.
Do you think we've seen the winners of the competition in that match today?
Well, you never know. You know, it's not how you play in October, November. It's how you play in March, April, and May. And you know that better than me.
Mahrez could have done better, couldn't he, with a penalty? He's not great at 0-0. Paid $3,000 for a 0-0, you know what I mean? I think it's
cost you $3,000.
Yeah, shocking. Got to get to Dusseldorf now. Terrible.
It's very much like Copenhagen, with a missed penalty, obviously. But I just thought that we just did the minimum to win the group, get the point, and we move on. All the big players, Haaland and De Bruyne, obviously Foden got taken off, all rested again. I know people aren't saying that Leicester's not a big game, but I think they've won the last 3. So we only need a point, and we've always got a home game at the back end of the group to finish it off, even if we didn't get the result today. So I just thought that came into the thought process, and it was very much a keep ball section second half, and got the point. We move on, and jobs are good. And it's a bit rubbish for the fans. We've seen 2 0-0s and spent hundreds and hundreds going all over the place, but it's one of them things, and it's.
Game was a tough match. It was a hard game, but I think it's okay. 0-0. It's okay.
In the end, it was a good game. I think that City.
Can they win it? Will they win the Champions League, do you think, City?
No.
I think yes.
No. City. I think like City always have a team to do it, but
they have the best manager. They have the best players. I think they can do
yeah.
it.
Yeah. City do have the best manager, the best team, but they got this since 3 years, I think. No.
But they ain't got Haaland. But now they got Haaland.
They won't win
Haaland
it.
is the key.
I will say they won't win the Champions League.
They will. They will.
No.
They will. They will.
I think like they got the team for it, but I think like the team spirit, it's not there.
You think?
Yes, I think.
I think Haaland is the key. Since they got Haaland, it's #1 club in Europe. City is going.
Yeah.
To
City,
the top.
City is the #1.
Yeah.
The #1 in Europe. But
City is doing it.
at the end, mark my words, Champions League title.
They are doing it. They are doing it.
They don't. They won't.
They're doing it.
5 euros.
5 euros.
No.
Manchester City is doing it.
City is not going to do it. I think they have 1 or 2 years, then they will win it, but not yet.
I enjoyed the game, to be honest. You know, I love the yellow wall. That was amazing. My second trip to Europe, still not seeing a goal. Seen Mahrez miss 2 penalties, and
should he have took that penalty?
No.
He should have.
I think he was. I think either you should have had another penalty taken now. I think he's given Mahrez enough chances.
One of the theories is that he's allowing him to try and play back into confidence with taking a penalty, but there has to come a line, doesn't there, when he doesn't take them?
I agree, and I think someone else now needs to take him for City. We can't rely on Mahrez because we're going to hit an important game and we're going to end up losing this game because of a missed penalty.
So I've been asking the fans of Dortmund whether City can win the Champions League, and I've had different mixed views. What's your thoughts now? I mean, seeing this game, Copenhagen, and the other City games that you watch.
I think we got good chances here. I think it's probably our best chance. However, we can't keep missing these penalties. Yeah.
It's the fact he put the penalty in exactly the same spot as the penalty at Copenhagen. You know, even I would have known which way to dive, so the goalkeeper just did exactly what he needed to do, and it's an easy save, really. A savable height, so disappointing.
How would you describe your trip to Dortmund then?
I've had a fantastic trip in Dortmund. I've met some lovely friends, you know.
Yes, okay.
Always nice friends.
Simon Cover.
Yeah.
Penalty.
Penalty. Yeah. No.
You are from the press? Yes.
A brilliant trip. You know, had so much fun, and I'll be back somewhere else next year as well.
Now would you sum it up?
Same. Had a really good trip. Shame the result. We've been to 2 away games and not seen an away goal yet. So maybe the next one.
Maybe you're the bad luck charms.
I think so.
Absolutely. Totally. Never coming again.
So the trip to Germany, the trip to Dortmund, including a little trip to Schalke, is over, and City come away with a 0-0 draw, but qualify for the groups, for the knockout stages, I should say, as the group winners, which is job done, really, isn't it? I really don't think Mahrez should have took that penalty, but doesn't matter in the end. It can be a completely different story next year. Thanks very much to the RRG Group, and obviously I've enjoyed my trip here. Still to drive back in my Toyota car, so I highly recommend that, and particularly RRG. Thanks very much to Timpson as well, to everybody who supports what I do, to retweets and shares and all that sort of thing, and thanks very much for watching. Of course, I'll be at Leicester at the weekend for the next Premier League game, so I'll see you there if you're going. But remember this, isn't it great to be a Blue? Because it's so true, isn't it?